This video is a tour of Dr. Stephen Denenberg's before and afters application for iPhone and iPod Touch. In this iPhone simulator, this mouse cursor will substitute for a finger. After launching, the app opens on a home screen, giving a brief bio of the doctor in a scrolling page. The button at the bottom gives you access to the before and after images. Go to Before and Afters. This page is your table of contents. It says Select a Procedure. These are the different procedures whose before and after photos are available on the application. The top section says Favorites, and we'll discuss that section a little later. There are two procedures under the heading Nose, rhinoplasty and revision rhinoplasty, 4 procedures under the heading Facial Rejuvenation, facelift, skin peel, eyelid surgery, and brow lift, and 2 more procedures, chin augmentation and otoplasty. Otoplasty means pinning back prominent ears. When you touch one of the procedures, it takes you to the before and after photo pages. Browse the photos by touching the arrows in the toolbar at the bottom of the page. The right arrow moves to the next image. The left arrow moves back to the previous image. Under the doctor's name, this little bar shows the current image number. So this is image number 3 of 152 total images in the rhinoplasty category. You can also browse the images by touching the photo and dragging it to the side, and the next image snaps into place. If the device is turned sideways, the images rotate and expand to twice their previous size. In this landscape mode, the toolbars fall away so you can concentrate on the photos. Touch with your finger and swipe the images to the side. If you want to see the toolbars, tap the screen, and the toolbars appear for a few seconds to allow access to the buttons, and then they will dismiss. So you can still use the arrows to browse the images if you wish. Let's go back to portrait orientation. Touching this back button allows you to select a different procedure to view. You can view the images in portrait mode or in landscape mode. And back to portrait mode. Users of an iPhone or iPod Touch will recognize this symbol as the action icon. Touching it gives you different options for contacting Dr. Denenberg. The first button says Send Email and Photos. Touch this, and the app allows you to send an email to the doctor and even attach your photographs. This says Touch here to enter your message. Touch and enter your message using the keyboard that appears. You can also attach your photos. Begin by touching this button, Attach Photos to your email. To attach photos, you take new photos with your iPhone's camera or select photos already stored on your device in the Photos application. So if you touch Select a Photo, your stored photos open up, allowing you to select the photos that you want to attach. Let's say we want to attach several of these. The photos that you attach appear down here as small thumbnails. You can attach up to 12 photos per email. If you decide not to send an image that was already selected, just touch the thumbnail and that image is removed from the attachment list. I can't demonstrate the option of taking a new photo on this iPhone simulator, but if you touch this button, Take a Photo, your iPhone camera becomes available and you can take photographs of yourself. Those photos appear in the thumbnails below and are attached to the email. When you are done attaching photos, touch Done Attaching Photos. When you're finished, touch Prepare Email, and the email is prepared for sending. The doctor's email address is automatically inserted, your message appears here, and all of your attached photos will be below. The app shrinks the photos so they will display on the page, but the doctor will actually receive photographs many times larger than what we see here, so they will be large enough for him to make a detailed assessment. When you touch send, the email is sent. Here is the confirmation. Your email has been sent. Dr. Denenberg responds personally to all communications. When you are viewing the before and after photos, one of the icons in the toolbar is a heart with a plus sign in it. That icon means add this photo to my favorites. If you see a photograph you like and you touch this icon, it adds that photograph to the favorites category. Let's add 2 more photographs to the favorites. Now, if you return to the table of contents and touch favorites, you see the images that you have saved in your favorites category. The bar says that we have 3 images in the favorites right now. The favorites section can collect photos from all different procedures. We can go back to select a different procedure, add one of these images to our favorites category, and then when we return to the favorites category, there she is. When you are looking at your favorites photographs, the heart has a minus sign in it, which means remove this image from my favorites. So it's possible to add or remove images from your favorites category. Of course, this all works in portrait or landscape mode. If the last image is removed from the favorites category, there are no photos to view in favorites, so we are moved back to the Select a Procedure page, and it tells us now that there are no images in the favorites category. If you touch an empty favorites category, a window appears reminding you how to add and subtract images from your favorites category. Here we are viewing revision rhinoplasty photos. On all of the before and after photo pages, there is an icon that looks like a film strip. Touching this icon takes you to the thumbnails page for that procedure. These thumbnails are tiny versions of all the revision rhinoplasty photos. You can scan the thumbnails and say, oh yes, I wanted to see this picture right here. Touching the thumbnail will take you directly to the photo that you wanted to see. Thumbnails work for all of the procedures, including the favorites category. There are other ways to navigate among the before and after photos. For example, you can jump right to the number of the image that you want to see using a technique called touch and slide. Let's go back to the rhinoplasty section. This category contains a large number of images, 152. Let's say you have already browsed the app and you want to go right to photo number 107. Begin a touch and slide by touching in the upper left-hand corner of the picture and sliding your finger to the right. A red box appears that says Go To and the number of a photo. Slide your finger right and left until the Go To number reaches 107. Release your finger from the screen and you will jump right to image number 107. More information about touch and slide is available by touching this little information icon, which takes you to complete information on how to navigate among the before and after photos. Touch the back arrow to return to the before and after photos. Tapping in the upper left-hand corner of a photo will always take you back to image number 1. That completes our overview of Dr. Denenberg's before and afters application. Contact Dr. Denenberg for more information.